In this video, we'll be going over how to use the unit circle in order to do factoring and solve for an unknown variable. We have the equation square root of 2 sine of t equals 2 cosine of t sine of t. With this equation, we want to first make it equal 0. In order to make this equation equal 0, we're going to subtract the square root of 2 sine of t in both sides. Now we are left with 0 equals 2 cosine of t sine of t minus the square root of 2 sine of t. Now that we have this equation, what we are going to do is factor out the sine, which leaves us with 0 equals, we're going to factor out the sine, so we divide sine here, divide sine here. This leaves us with sine, parentheses, 2 cosine of t minus the square root of 2. If you look back, we know that this sine is getting multiplied by this, and we know that sine is getting multiplied by this. So we factor them out, we eliminate them from here, and bring it out here, and when it distributes, it'll look the same as this. Now, what we're going to do is going to set this sine equal to 0, and this parentheses equal to 0, because this whole equation equals 0. So we know that now sine equals 0. Using this, what we will do is refer back to our unit circle and look for when sine is 0. As we said in our previous video, sine is the y value and cosine is our x value. So here we're looking for when sine is 0, and since sine is our y value, we know that our y value is 0 at pi and 0. So these are our first two answers. So we know that our first two answers are pi and 0. Now we have to set our parentheses equal to 0. So this leaves us with 2 cosine of t equals the square root of 2. If we divide both sides by 2, we are left with cosine of t equals the square root of 2 over 2. Now we look at the parenthesis. Now we look at the unit circle. Now we look at the unit circle and look when cosine is the square root of 2 over 2. As we just said, cosine is the x value. And on the unit circle, the radian pi over 4 and the radian pi over 4 and the radian 7 pi over 4 both have a cosine value of square root of 2 over 2, or the x value. So the answers for the equation, the square root of 2 sine of t equals 2 cosine of t sine of t. We have just found out that these are our four answers, meaning that t equals pi, 0, pi over 4, and 7 pi over 4. These are our final answers, and if you believe that this video helped, please consider to like and subscribe, and remember to hit the bell icon for future videos. Thank you.